I'm not even a fan of me personally. I'm not a fan of Austin Reaves. I'm gonna go ahead and just put it out there. I'm not a fan. Do I think he's good? Yes. But the reason I'm not a fan of Austin Reaves is because I don't like his play style. I hate this new play style of people just flopping and trying to draw fouls all the damn time. This shit is garbage and trash to me. I hate it. Any little thing, they throwing the ball up, trying to draw a foul. It's garbage. You played in another era, you'll be a bench warmer. And if that. But we are in this era, and he's pretty damn good at it. So it is what it is. He was looking like an all-star caliber player when he was playing and when he was healthy with him and Luca. And like I said, pretty much he's in a winning position right now, and I know he's looking for this is a contract year for him. So good luck to you. I'm not against anybody trying to get their money and stuff like that. And as far as the Clippers, I think the Clippers are very dangerous right now. The Clippers is a dangerous team. If I'm one of the top teams in the West right now, if the playoffs, hold on, let me look at these standings. So currently, right now, if the playoffs were to start, oh shit, my Suns is now the fifth seed. Turn the fuck up. I didn't even know that. We're the fucking fifth seed now. We in front of the bum ass Lakers now. And we one win away from and one loss away from Houston, two losses away from Denver. Damn, I told folks, bro. And then we just got Jalen Green back. Like, I'm sorry for this mini Phoenix Suns segment, but we might finish the number 2 or 3 seed in the league when this is all said and done. We're not going to catch the Thunder, but we got a legit chance at being the number 2. Spurs only got 14 losses, and we've already had a pretty tough schedule thus far. So, shout out to them Suns. But anyways, currently right now the Clippers are at the 10 seed. So if the playoffs was to start now, if the season was to end, the Clippers would be the 10th seed, which means they qualify for the play-in. So they will play the Portland Trailblazers in the first round of the play-in. I would say they would absolutely knock out the Portland Trailblazers, right? And then they will move along to play for the 8th seed, which is currently occupied by the Golden State Warriors. I would like to say they absolutely would dismantle the Golden State Warriors, especially now that Jimmy's down. They would dismantle the Golden State Warriors as well, and they would earn the 8th seed. Right? So that would have them facing Oklahoma City. Now, do I think they can defeat the Oklahoma City Thunder? Probably not. But I do think they would be a rough outing. I don't think they'll be an easy opponent to face currently, the way they're looking. But I would like to say that before this season is over, the Clippers are going to climb that ladder. Will they get a high seed? Probably not. They already have 24 losses. But they can absolutely end up getting a 7 or 8 seed, maybe even a 6 seed. I can absolutely see that, right? And let's say they get to like that 7 seed and they face or let's say they get the 6 seed possibly. I think they could absolutely give the Denver Nuggets a run for their money. They can give the Denver Nuggets a run for their money. If they was to land the 5th seed, they can give the Houston a run for their money. If they face my Suns, they could give us a run for their money. Any team, I think, outside of the Oklahoma City Thunder, they got a legit chance at, beating them. Maybe not San Antonio either, because San Antonio looks pretty good as well. But outside of those two teams, I think they got a good chance at beating them. So let's see. The Lakers ain't that strong. You got to blame it on the GM. Lord, Lord. Why do y'all keep doing this, bro? It's not the fucking GM. You're not gonna catch the Nuggets when they at full. Bro, the Nuggets are a good team. They're not a great one. I don't know why folks keep overrating the fucking Nuggets every fucking year. They have a good roster, but I keep telling people, Nikola Jokic's play style, you're not going to win with that. He's the same as LeBron, Luka, James Harden. They're all in the same category. A player that put up a lot of stats and will not fucking win. He got fortunate to win in 2023. Congrats to them for winning that championship. He will not be a player to win multiple championships playing that play style. I can guarantee you that. So, anyways, it's definitely not the Lakers GM. The Lakers GM is doing his job. You can't do nothing with LeBron James on the team. LeBron has and always have been the problem. I keep saying it repeatedly because it is the truth. You got an aging superstar that refused to fucking retire, keep moving, keep doing stuff to basically force the team to be in a worse position. You got his son who sucks, occupying basically occupying a space on the Lakers roster that could be used for a player that could actually potentially help them. You got LeBron who's taking up significant minutes and most importantly, taking up $52 million that could have been used to help build around the roster. He's basically tying the front office hands. So it's not the GM. Stop saying this shit. Once LeBron James is gone, which I suspect to be next year, because they're not going to give him another contract, you're going to see the Lakers organization turn things around. So they're going to sign their next superstar to pair up with Luka. They're going to re-sign Austin Reaves. Austin Reaves, though, in my opinion, is probably going to have to take a pay cut. But I believe he said he's open to that because he wants to be a Laker for the rest of his career. So if that's the case, and you got $52 million on the line on the table now, you may consign Giannis Antetokounmpo or possibly Nikola Jokic. Now, I don't think Nikola Jokic, in my opinion, is a good fit. That's just my opinion because, I mean, Luka and Nikola Jokic, they're kind of, I don't think they play styles align really, but hey, it may could work. I wouldn't completely shoot it down, but I just don't think it's very ideal. Now, Giannis playing with Luka, I think it would be a better fit because for one thing, your defense would still be atrocious if you got Nikola Jokic. Jokic don't play no damn defense. Luka don't play no damn defense. Austin Reaves plays defense, but he's not a good defender. So your defense would be just as bad as it is now. Would you get another scorer, a legitimate scorer? Yes. Would you get another playmaker? Yes. Would you get a great rebounder? Yes. But ultimately, will that spell championship? I don't know. I can't just say that it will because the defense would be weak, and I would question whether or not the system, the play style, would work. Then the team would be significantly slower too. You said no, so you don't believe that it would make them a championship team either. If that's what I believe you're saying. But yeah, to me, I don't think that they're a championship team if they get Jokic. Now, if they get Giannis, that makes them a championship team because Giannis is a player that he doesn't necessarily need to buy. If you can play good pick and roll action with Luka and Giannis, Giannis can do that and attack the basket. He also brings defense to the game. Unlike, LeBron and Jokic, who would be defensive liabilities. Also, you would bring more athleticism to the team. So if you could some kind of way flip with Giannis and get him on the team, that'll work. Or what other superstar is potentially available that could they could possibly get over there to the Lakers. Trying to think. I'm not exactly sure, but it is the Lakers. I mean, wouldn't be surprised of who they would be able to pull off. Anyways, like I said, the Lakers and the Clippers, it was a pretty good goddamn game, but it just shows that the Lakers aren't good enough to compete with the upper echelon of teams in the league right now. They're just not competitive. Despite how delusional the Bron Sexers want to be and some Lakers fans, the Lakers are light years away from winning a championship. They're honestly, when it's all said and done, I believe the Lakers are going to be a play-in team, and it wouldn't shock me if they got knocked out in the play-in. Because let's see, they're currently the sixth seed, right? They're only one game ahead of the Minnesota Timberwolves, and they're currently 4 games ahead of Golden State at the 8th seed. And the Lakers' schedule isn't going to get much better from here because they had a pretty easy schedule, in the beginning. So if you look at, let me tell you guys the Lakers' up and coming schedule. They got the Mavericks next. Could they can beat the Mavericks? That's a winnable game. Would I be shocked if they lost? No. But that's a winnable game. Then they got the Bulls. Now the Bulls isn't a good team, so they could beat them, but they are a 500 team. Then they got the Cavaliers. I want to say the Cavaliers are going to beat them. LeBron probably going to try to go off because it's the Cavs, but yeah, I believe the Cavs are absolutely going to beat them. Then they got the Wizards. That's a winnable game. Then comes that February schedule. They have the Knicks. That's going to be a loss. The Nets, they can win. The Sixers, that's going to be a tough outing. The Sixers have been looking really good as of late. The Warriors, they can probably beat the Warriors, especially without Jimmy, unless a trade happens. The Thunder, we all know that's an L. Then they got the Spurs. There'll be another L. The Mavericks, a potential L. The Clippers, probably another L. The Celtics, a L. The Magic, a L. The Suns, a L. Like they have a brutal schedule coming up. The Warriors, a potential L, but I think they got a strong chance of winning it unless a trade happens. The Kings, well, the Kings blew them out earlier. So, hey, they might beat their ass again because Russell Westbrook got a grudge against them. But this is the March schedule now. Then you got the Pelicans, they can beat, that's winnable. The Nuggets, that's an L. The Pacers, they can win. The Knicks, that's an L. Timberwolves, that's an L. Bulls, a potential L. Nuggets, that's an L. Rockets, that's an L. Rockets, that's an L. Heat, that's an L. Magic, L. Pistons, L. Then you got the Pacers, the Nets, Wizards. They kind of get a little break, and then they end March off with Cavaliers, which could be a potential another L.